Welcome back to the next episode of Journey Punk's Vamp Camp. This is a Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle, and I am your storyteller, game master, runner of Journey Punks, Gierhart. And with me today, let's go around and do intros, and we'll start with Kuhnoodle.
I am Kuhnoodle. I am played the character formerly known as Marceline.
RIP.
And who I will be playing next? Guess you'll have to see.
Yeah, stick around for the new character that Kuhnoodle will play. And rest in peace, Marceline.
Rest in peace.
Oh, yeah, we'll get into that real soon, what happened. But moving on, let's go to Evie.
I'm Evie, and I am playing Miss Calista Vile, the newly minted CEO of NightTrap, who is in quite a bind at the moment.
Yeah, crazy shit's happening. All right, let's see how it pans out. And moving on to Clark.
Hello, I'm Clark. I'm playing Aaron Achilles, the very heavily unequipped and inadequate vampire in a quite sticky situation on the Drake Hotel.
The adventures of a young podcaster.
You may be wondering how.
Yeah, that's what all content creators do nowadays.
Yeah, just wild, crazy, gothic, violent adventures.
Yeah.
Do you miss your grandma?
I do. Yeah, every day. Yeah, I got pretty sad.
Aw. All right, and thanks, Clark. Moving on to Lizzy.
I'm Lizzy. I'm playing Daisy Wrath. Very new, also pretty unequipped vampire because she's like a little baby vampire. She's like
little baby,
days old. Very unequipped to deal with the situations that are at hand, and she misses her mother dearly. Yeah,
it's been a whole 2 minutes, and but yeah, she's gone. Feels forever though, probably. Yeah, thank you, Lizzy. Moving on to last but not least, Jay.
Hey, I'm Jay. I'm playing Chaz for the time being. He's on the ground.
don't say that.
He's gonna pull through, everybody. He's gonna.
He
Just watch.
will.
He's gonna. Or I'm gonna pretend like he didn't die.
Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah.
He can haunt us.
Yeah,
And
I'll
Daisy
haunt-
will pretend like nothing happened. She
I'll
won't
just haunt
say
you.
anything.
Yeah. But no, that's not gonna happen. So we're not gonna worry about it.
Chaz is still hanging on there. So, a quick recap for you all, for the audience is, some shit went down with our coterie, the NightTrap coterie here, and in Chicago. By the way, we're playing in Chicago. This is Chicago by night, in the world of darkness. We have our coterie on top of the Drake Hotel. They were led up there by their friend Dante, Dante the Daywalker, to the roof of the Drake Hotel. And after ordering some Uber Eats coffee, Starbucks coffee, and sucking some of the blood from that Uber Eats delivery person, they were attacked by not only a werewolf wearing a Dante headband, but also some vampire hunters. And one of those vampire hunters successfully avoided a killing shots from Daisy, and ended up beheading our beloved Marceline, who is now turned to ash. So sad. She was played by none other than Kuhnoodle. Heartbreaking. Final death sucks. But we still have 4 members of the coterie left, and there are still at least 2 vampire hunters left on top of the roof of the Drake Hotel. And poor Chaz is hanging on to dear unlife. And Chaz's throat got ripped out, but he is drinking some some sweet Cali blood. So hopefully he'll pull through like Goku eating a senzu bean. So we'll start it off this new episode where we have the view Marceline again, and Marceline in the post-credits scene, the mid-credits, post-credits scene last episode is that she was beheaded and she turns to dust. And the vampire hunter's katana is still dragging on the ground. And he looks at the rest of you. And there's another one about 6 feet away from him. And they're both males. And they're staring the rest of you down. Daisy, you just got done from doing your few flips. So you've now just caught your balance. You are not far from the vampire hunter that beheaded Marceline, though. The dust has sprayed on you. Marceline's ashes have, like, so much it's making you want to sneeze. Yeah, that is. And in Calista, you're right by Chaz, who's hanging on to unlife, sucking Calista blood. And then Aaron, you're nearby too. You're on the, if we're all facing north, and you're on the roof, and the vampire hunters, 2 vampire hunters, are staring you down from the north part of the Drake Hotel roof. You're standing, Aaron, on the east part of the roof. So basically facing like more towards the lake. Yeah, that is where you all are at. And I will give you all a chance to act, since you just also roleplay, since you just witnessed the murder of Marceline.
Okay. All right. Well, Aaron, I feel like, that like high-pitched noise, like all the sound cuts out. I imagine Aaron is feeling something like that, kind of staggers backwards. And there's 2. And are these vampire hunters, can I tell if they are human or not? Are they just purely mortal?
Do you want to be sure? Because they're very apparently human. But you can do a check if you want to just like be absolutely sure.
Can I check it and still do an action?
No.
Or would that be okay?
Not in this instance.
Okay.
There's other exceptions, but at this instance, there's not enough time. There's not enough space to investigate.
I think Aaron looks over at Chaz and is going to run over and join. And would it help to suckle on the blood wrists of 2 immortal beings, like 2 mama birds in this situation? And I'm gonna kind of just like
double fist.
Yeah, we're gonna
I have my ruling, but I want to ask our lore expert first. Calista, Evie, do you think that would help? If not, I can definitely do a house roll.
I think it will help. However, I do think it's a good idea for Aaron to stop the bleeding, because I am feeding Chaz blood, and I also have one of the hunters under mesmerize. So I think it will be a good idea that he kind of like almost like he's trying to choke Chaz, but in this case, Chaz doesn't need to breathe, so he just needs to kind of like stop the bleeding that's on the wound.
Put some pressure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right on his neck.
Calista, I'm gonna jump on it, and I'll like take off my shirt and just like stuff it around. Fair.
Choke him.
It's really, really hot for a second amid all this sorrow. But then I put my shirt and I put some pressure on the wound, but I like raise a gun up too. I want to stay on the defense here.
Got it. So you're shirtless now?
Yeah.
Nice.
Make sure I write that down.
Badass. Okay, cool. So anything else, Aaron, you'd like to do in this moment? this instance.
Okay. I mean, if I could take an action, maybe I'll just fire off some shots. I literally only
that-
have his handgun.
That's I will say that you could take an action, but you can't move anymore.
Okay. Okay.
Like
Then
before they act. Yeah, in response.
I'm gonna take one fairy. I'm gonna try and just focus on one shot on the one that is not mesmerized right now.
Okay, that's the one that murdered Marceline.
Yes.
So you're gonna try to shoot him?
Yeah.
Okay.
One.
For this, let me go to. Okay, so Aaron, what I'm gonna ask you to do is firearms, mixed with dexterity as your dice pool. And for this, you're not far away. So what I'm gonna ask is for correct me if I'm wrong. I'm reading your sheet as a dice pool of 4, right? 2 dex, 2 firearms.
Added 1 to firearms.
That's what I thought. I just want to check. Okay, so in that case, be a dice pool of 5. So I'm going to ask as a dice pool. I'm going to ask for 3 successes.
All right, cool. Let's go.
And you're firing how many shots?
Just 1. Oh
Just
my
1.
Gosh. Okay, I have 1 success.
Okay.
Oh wait, no. And then I have a critical success with my blood, with my hunger die.
Is the other one a normal success or a critical success? Because you need
Normal
2 critical
success.
Okay, you need 2
Yeah.
crits for it to be 4 successes. However, you can choose to expend the willpower to reroll up to 3 dice.
No, we're doing that.
Yep.
We're doing that.
That is correct.
Up to 3 dice. So okay, we're taking. Let's go. What is happening? Okay, they all went failures.
You got more
No.
willpower points, right? I mean, after that one, you have
Let's go
2,
again. I have
2
more,
left?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I can re-roll 3 or now just 2.
You can only reroll once though.
Okay.
Per check.
Oh,
Okay, so
okay.
can I roll any more, or am I out of luck because I already used 1?
No, because you already rerolled.
Okay, awesome. So okay, I'm just gonna
So he flinched. He saw that bullet and he went to dodge it. So he backed up a few steps. So he's about 5 foot back, about 6 feet back, be like more towards the north of where he killed Marceline from after that shot, and he did not get hit. So if it did anything, it made more distance between the group and him. So
I'm gonna take that as a win.
yeah, that's at least a win. Cool. All right, Daisy, Chaz, Calista. Chaz is still healing, so Daisy and Calista.
Upon seeing Marceline murdered in front of our very eyes, Callie flinches a little, but very quickly she focuses on the task at hand because she's seen this happen before and she is well aware of what's at stake. She would like to kind of open up the wound that's on her wrist a bit more and lean down and say to Chaz, like, come on, you've got this. Summon the power that's in your blood to knit your neck back together because you will not survive long with that thing on your neck.
Chaz is gurgling.
I think what Daisy is doing is she's like screaming, being like, no, no! And then I want to try and shoot him again.
Okay, yeah. Just straight up shoot, no flips this time?
No flips.
Okay, cool.
Oh, no flips.
No, 0 flips.
So
like the no capes
yeah.
most of that time.
You're going after the one that's not mesmerized, right? The murderer?
Yeah, the murderer.
Okay. For this, so I'm going to ask for firearms and dexterity, the same check that Aaron just took. So yeah. And then for that, I'm going to ask for a difficulty of 3. 3 successes that you need.
Okay. So I have 1 for firearms. And my dexterity is 2. So I have used 3 dice. And one of them has to be a hunger die.
Right.
And I need 3 successes.
Right.
succeed.
To get him in a fatal place. Yes.
Okay. I have 1 success on my hunger die.
Okay, but just a regular success, not
Just regular.
like not with the one with teeth. Okay. And no other successes at all.
Mm-mm.
Okay. He tries to dodge that, and he backs up another 6 feet, but he is unscathed.
We keep it going. He'll step off the roof.
So yeah, put a little more distance, but yeah, he is untouched already. And Calista, is there anything else you'd like to do in this moment?
Well, mesmerize
I know you.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah, mesmerize can only be used to command a target to do things that is non-lethal or will not cause them harm. So before, when I ask him to attack his friends, it's kind of like a surprise attack. But now I think if I ask the guy to attack his friend who is clearly on alert, it's going to be a battle situation, and that will be life-threatening. So I think I'm just going to keep him under my control for the time being and pull him out of the fight.
So you're not having him attack his friend, his vampire.
No, because
hunter
that will
friend.
break mesmerize.
Right. Okay. That's I figured. Okay. Then in that case, Chaz,
Yeah.
can you think of something to kind of will yourself back with the help that you've been giving, other than gurgling and flossing and blowing bubbles in your chocolate milk?
He's
Sticking a straw in it.
Okay, he's recalling a memory of when he was like a little baby vampire. It was Christmas time, and he was out and like 2 a.m. Christmas morning, Chicago, walking around, not a care in the world. And he remembers seeing a very, very well-to-do, very well-dressed man. Looked like he just got out of the office. For all he knew, he just laid off his entire staff from his big hedge fund. And Chaz snuck up on him and drained him of all of his blood. And this is bringing him immense joy. He's like, this is the best Christmas I've ever had. He just left that businessman just drained and pale under these beautiful Christmas lights outside of an international grocery store that happened to be open for like last minute like Christmas things. And his throat was cut just in half. So like his neck was dangling.
Pac-Man, yeah.
And then Chaz is just walking down the street with just blood all over his face.
Reminds me of the kid that ate too much chocolate in the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah. And he's going la 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 la.
Skipping. Okay, so with that memory and that, a good, thinking happy thoughts, I'm gonna fudge this and ask for a check from you, and if you succeed, you will gain health back, and heal with the blood of Callie and Aaron, because Aaron reached him. Or Aaron, you just tied him, right? You just like stopped the bleeding, right? And then he's getting blood from Callie, right, Aaron?
Yeah, I'm just trying to stop the flow.
Gotcha. Seal the Pac-Man gap. Okay, cool. So for this, Jay, I'm going to ask you, if you're not using a discipline, I'm going to ask for a check of... survival,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say resolve. In a in a different sense, resolve. Resolve and survival. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm seeing a dice pool of 5, 3 strength, 2 resolve.
5 survival and resolve. Let me see, where is resolve?
Because to be under your mental attributes.
Mental attributes. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And with this, I'm gonna give you. 'Cause I love the detail in that story. So as a storyteller, I'm gonna give you an extra point of willpower.
Right.
And rolling for this, resolve and survival, dice pool of 5. Don't forget to use one of you, or you have to replace it with one of your hunger die. I'm gonna ask a difficulty of 3.
3. Okay. Here goes. I got 2 successes. But
You got willpower.
I do have a willpower. So, here we go.
You just need to reroll 1, at least.
Re-roll the one that...
Well, you can roll up to 3, but you want to keep the 2 successes that you got. So,
Right.
reroll. You could reroll up to 3 on that willpower point.
Gotcha. All right. So, that gets me up to 3 successes.
So what happens is you think of this memory, this best Christmas ever. After you,
Best Christmas ever.
You drain this guy who ruined other people's Christmases, and you feel your neck start to like the blood that you drank from Callie with Aaron's pressure that he put on you. You start to feel like the fibers of your skin start to like latch on and like almost sort of like zipper itself back. It attaches itself. The wound is not fully healed, but you're able to talk.
Okay.
It's like really like hoarse though, like the way you're talking right now. Like you're healing, but you're not all the way back just yet. But you're able now to stand, and you're not bleeding anymore. So what I'm gonna say is that you're up to 4 health.
4 health.
4 points of health.
But
You're basically back. You're not fully back, like healed wise, but you're mentally and you're able. You're now able. You're not physically able.
Great.
You just gotta talk like this, at least for a little while.
Hey, hey.
Yours is more like Scott Stapp.
Sound great, Chaz.
But you're back.
I'm back. I'm back.
Way to go, buddy.
I'm standing. Where's Marceline?
No.
What?
Well, later.
Later. We need her. She blew up all those dudes.
She's gone, Chaz. These fuckers took her from us.
Kill him.
Okay.
Chaz, you see some of Marceline's leftover clothes that didn't get turned to ash that like fell on the ground that are nearby Daisy.
Yeah, Chaz is in a rage right now when he sees that.
You can tell what happened.
So he instinctively knows where his bump stock is in his pants. He pulls it out and attaches it to his gun that he has. And this is like, he's done this a million times, so he's just like clipped it on, put it up. So bump stocks, in case you don't know, makes a semi-automatic gun an automatic gun. So it's he's gonna start firing if he can. Yeah. What?
Are you sure right away? Let me remind you of the positions. Right now,
Okay.
the only person that's like parallel to you is Aaron. Daisy and Callie are in front of you.
Oh, they're in front of me? Okay.
They're in between the hunters and you.
Sorry, I should have been...
No, it's okay. I just want to give you a heads up before you start firing.
Definitely don't want to shoot any of you guys. It would be annoying to you. You wouldn't, but like still. So I should have. So those 3 are in front of me.
Feel free to push me out of the way.
Definitely a loving shove, of course.
So you're getting closer.
I mainly just want to. There are hunters behind them, right?
There's hunters behind them. Yeah, you're south on the roof. They're north on the roof. Callie and Daisy are in front and be like in the way.
Okay.
Do you want to move past them, or do you want to tell them to get out of the way?
I should. Yeah, I should probably.
Tell me to duck, I'll duck.
Duck sounds good. Let's go with duck.
Duck?
He immediately goes out of the way.
Okay. Daisy and Callie, I need athletic checks from both of you.
I just say duck.
And I'm gonna need one success for both of you.
And I just use the amount of die.
Yep, just your dice pool athletics, yeah.
If we're doing dex and athletics, I have 4 successes.
Just athletics on this one.
Oh, just athletics.
Yeah. And just need one success.
That's
have
1
3.
success.
Okay, great. Perfect. Daisy?
3.
Okay, perfect. So you both ducked down successfully. So they are out of the way, Chaz.
Okay, so with this, I have a clear shot of the hunters.
Yeah, you do. And since you have an automatic,
Yeah.
I can with this I could say that you will be able to shoot both of them if you're spraying.
Yeah.
For this, I'm going to ask you to do firearms and dexterity. And that's a dice pull of 5, right? 2 dex, 3 firearms.
It is. Firearms is maxed, and then dexterity is.
Oh, it's max. Okay, so you have a
Yeah.
5 plus dex. Okay, so that means you have 7. So for this, I'm going to ask for 3 successes with your dice pull of 7.
3 successes with dice pool of 7, 100 dice, and roll. Here we go. All right, that was 3.
So you pump both of them with a plethora of bullets. The one that you that killed Marceline gets sprayed so hard in the head, in the chest, in the stomach, and then he was getting close to the edge of the roof and he falls down. He falls off.
Marceline is just going, "That's my boy."
The force will be with you always. And he falls to his death, and the other one just falls down and just in a splash of his own blood, and it's just like mutilated on the ground.
Oof.
But they are now dead, and so far, what you could see around you, the coast is now clear, apparently. Congratulations, Chaz.
All right, we need to get out of here. And
Yes.
I go and I kind of help Chaz walk. And on our way down, I immediately call Tony and I ask him to pick us up.
Alrighty, so Tony gets a call. He agrees. And where are you going down to? Your hotel rooms again?
No, we're just going to
Straight down?
I think straight down and
Okay,
wait
great.
for Tony because he's around the area. He won't be long.
Great. So you all make your way down there. Is that correct? Calista, Aaron, Daisy, Chaz?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely, just-
See-
But
Yeah.
before I go down, I would like to grab the bandana that's on the dead lupine
Good.
okay, great.
and also
So-
collect Marceline's ashes.
What
I
do you...
have 2 boxes now.
Okay, well, Alok and Marceline.
Oh,
All right. So Ashes and Headband go with you. So you make your way down to the lobby area of the Drake Hotel, and then pulls up in a black Escalade with extremely tinted windows. Is Tony, and Tony pulls up and he's like, ma'am, Calista?
I shove Chaz
Throws
into
down
the
the
back
window.
seat. I gesture for Aaron and Daisy to go in, and I grab shotgun.
Okay, great. And so everybody's in, right? Buckled?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Chaz has the safety on, but he doesn't disassemble his gun. He just has it at the ready. And
Did you have it in your coat? Were you concealing it?
Sure.
I mean, I know it's Chicago, but still.
Yeah, it's concealed. It's concealed.
You're at the
Yeah.
Drake Hotel. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so concealed. Noted. Even with the Masquerade, having guns would be kind of still weird.
Right. I understand.
It's not Texas, yeah.
Where it's encouraged.
Yeah,
but no,
exactly.
farm stock and
there-
all.
There was a lot of gunfire on the roof, though, so it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
It's not going to be long before people go upstairs to go see what the fuck was happening upstairs. Yeah. Because you all went, that was a good decision, Callie, to leave immediately before the cops get there. So you all get in the car, and Tony rolls up the window, and Callie is in shotgun, and you do start to hear sirens. Woo, woo, coming down Michigan Avenue, and Tony starts driving. He just starts going forward because he was coming from the south end, so he starts driving. He gets immediately on Lakeshore Drive and starts going north, just to get away from the police and the sirens that were coming up to the Drake Hotel. So now you are on Lakeshore Drive. You see, Lake Michigan off to the right and the city on the left. And Tony goes, "So what happened? What is he okay? Is Chaz? Is your employee
the less
okay?
you know, the better.
Okay, where do you want me to take you all?
How far away is Alok's apartment?
Alok? Well, he lives downtown. Do you want me to go back?
Just out of question for a non-Chicago person.
Yeah.
Would going back to Alok's apartment make sense at this point in time?
So if you look at the map, you can either look at the map that I put in there, or you could look at Google Maps, just Google Chicago, Google Maps. If you pull it up and look at where they got off on, so this is me as Tony. Tony goes, okay, so yes, we can definitely do that, but the reason I just pulled off on Lakeshore Drive is to get away from those sirens, because they looked like they might be looking for you, but I got off and out of downtown immediately so we can get away from them. If you want to go back to Alok's apartment, he has a penthouse downtown. So we can go back, but we'd have to go around the loop. The loop is this says Dash the Storyteller is saying the loop is if you were to Google Chicago, the loop is where it's basically the center area of Chicago is what you need to know. It's where the transit system loops around. So basically you'd have to go around the West Loop and back to downtown, so near the University of Chicago, and go back into the center of downtown. Basically, if you Google Chicago Google Maps, it's where the word Chicago is to go back into dead center of the loop. So Tony's like, that would probably be the safest way to get back to the loop to avoid the sirens that were at the Drake Hotel. Do you want me to do that, ma'am?
Let's hold this thought. I turn to the rest of the coterie. And Chaz, of course, needs more time to heal a near fatal wound. And I think Aaron and Daisy could use some just basic firearm training from Tony. And in order to prepare for our eventual meetup with Prince Jackson of Chicago, to convince him to keep NightTrap as a company, I think Callie needs to figure out what NightTrap is doing behind the scenes at this current point in time. So I'd like to ask if we can potentially split up right now, and Callie can go back to NightTrap or back to Alok's apartment alone, so the rest of the group can prepare and heal.
Yeah, that makes sense. I would
I
love
think
to
that's a
get
great idea.
a mass amount of weapons at some
Yeah,
point.
because
too.
we need to be armed for the coming fight. And Chaz is in no shape to do any reconnaissance work with me.
Not really.
I mean, not really. I want my mommy.
Okay.
I give
yeah.
him
Me
Marceline's
too.
ashes.
He just holds them in a hand.
Tony looks back and goes, "Oh, that's so sad. Hey, you know who you remind me of? What?
Alex
Oh,
went
can
to
you
her
say
old
can you say you go by Chaz, right? This is Tony driving the Escalade.
Yeah.
Can you say with arms wide open?
with arms wide?
He gets teared up because of Marceline.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you cry. I'm laughing. I'm sorry. Anyway. Okay, so
don't Tony like a very stern look.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm so sorry. So I'm driving you to Alok's apartment, right, ma'am?
That or NightTrap headquarters, which one is closer?
Okay. Well, NightTrap headquarters was literally like right by. You know what? I mean, we can go back there. They probably won't suspect a fully tinted Escalade. Yeah, it'll be fine. I'll just turn around here. So he gets off of Lakeshore Drive. He gets on back on Michigan Avenue, and he starts driving south again towards the John Hancock Tower, which has NightTrap in it. So while we're driving there, ma'am, so I'm dropping you off at the John Hancock Tower to go back to NightTrap. And then where am I dropping the rest of everybody off at?
Maybe
Do you have a safe house?
I was thinking we could even go to not Alok's apartment, but his who was it?
NightTrap headquarters?
No, there was like his brother, right? Oh no, that was in Milwaukee.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Whose brother?
There was another place we were gonna go to in Milwaukee, but I can
Dante, but we don't know if Dante, because the timing is very suspicious, don't you think? Dante jumps off the roof, he clears the scene, and then immediately a lupine wearing his bandana, and I hold out the bandana, come and attack us.
Oh, did he like Ninja Turtles? That's like it's like reminds me of Raphael's headband from Ninja Turtles. Never mind. I'm sorry.
I would like to inspect the bandana to make sure that it is Dante's.
Sure. For that, I'm gonna get up. Okay, Calista, I'm gonna ask a check of investigation. Why am I not seeing it? Investigation. Just straight investigation. And intelligence. Do that in intelligence. Dice pull together, and I'm just gonna ask for a dice pull of 2.
Yeah.
2 difficulty.
How much vitae did I feed to Chaz?
Oh, on that, for that, I'm gonna say 2.
Oh god, I'm getting hungrier. Okay. That's 4 successes.
Okay, you know that it is in fact at least one of Dante's headbands, but it does belong to him.
So unless Dante is captured, by these hunters immediately after he left our vicinity. How do we explain this?
I mean, I don't want to. We saved Dante's life. I feel like I would be really hurt if he ended up backstabbing us like that and getting Marceline killed. So I'm going to hope the best, I think, of him until we know some further information. Because from what I know of Dante, I can't see him doing anything like this.
I think we should maybe consider the Camarille's offer now.
I agree.
Tony goes, what?
Chaz, you
Tony?
know Dante the best. Wait, sorry, Daisy?
I couldn't
Putting
understand
Tony
him.
in his
I'm
place.
sorry. I'm sorry. I couldn't
Tony,
understand.
not the time.
I wasn't going to make him do a Creed impression. I just didn't know what he said.
I give Tony another very stern look.
I'm so sorry, ma'am. Also, can I pitch something that you were talking about on the phone with me, just as a friendly reminder?
Yeah?
Weren't you wanting to also see the Prince of Chicago, Kevin Jackson?
Yes.
Wasn't
Yes,
that like the
but-
top priority?
Yes, but in order to convince us to allow him to keep allow us to continue operating NightTrap as a company, I need to first figure out what NightTrap is actually doing.
Okay.
There has to be a method to all this madness.
Right. So where do I go? I'm taking you to NightTrap.
Drop me to NightTrap, and then the rest of the coterie somewhere
Right.
safe.
Got
Do you
it.
have any suggestions?
Well, hold on. Let me do a U-turn here. We're on Michigan Avenue now. So he does a U-turn, and then he pulls up right in front of the John Hancock building. He goes, all right, ma'am, here we are. Here's the John Hancock building, and you know
Thank
where
you,
to go from
Tony.
here.
And I turn to Aaron, Daisy, and Chaz. Do you have somewhere safe to lay low?
I'm kind of thinking we head to the Anarchs. Do you think we could be safe? Do you think they would harbor us for a bit and maybe we can get some more information?
That is a death sentence in the eyes of the Camarilla.
Yeah.
So that is, I wouldn't suggest that.
I don't think that's safe.
Maybe just like a public place. Like, what about like an IKEA? You know, place with a lot of people. I don't know.
That's either that or I'm thinking of a very specific Dunkin' Donuts.
Right after you say Dunkin' Donuts, you see a figure swing through the air with a hook shot.
Was that Spider-Man?
He disappears around the buildings.
Is that Dante?
But it was in fact Dante, very apparent, swinging through the air from the John Hancock building.
From that John Hancock building.
And from there, we're going to take a break.
Ah!
We're going
So
to...
Dante's brownie points that he earned by looking a lot like his cousin is quickly disappearing.
It's kind of nice just watching it from like afar, just like watching you guys. Like. Also, it's nice watching you guys cry over me.
Every
My
day.
ego.
With that said, after just seeing Dante swing through the air on his hook shot coming from the John Hancock building, and he was going west, so he crossed Michigan Avenue, swinging through the air. We're going to take let's see, it's 9:41 Chicago time right now. So let's go ahead and take a soft 10 minutes. We'll be back in about soft 10 minutes. So with that said, go do your thing, and we're gonna see you all here real soon. Switching over to the intermission screen now.
Woo.
And we are back. We just saw Dante swing through the streets like Batman, Spider-Man, but where's he off to? I don't know, but it did seem like he was coming from possibly NightTrap. He was definitely coming from the John Hancock Tower. But with that, we're going to cross-dissolve. And the camera of our mind is going to appear in a very swanky, very high-class suite hotel room. And it is overlooking the south loop of Chicago through the windows. And there's several rooms. There is a living room to the suite. Of course, there's a bathroom, and there's a bedroom, and then there is sort of a dining room table room. And in the bedroom, you see this very tall, about 6'5" man. He's in a very tailored suit, navy blue, and he's got a very cashmere fabric tie on, dark red, and he's got slick blonde hair that's parted. Think like a sort of a Mad Men type of guy, and he looks very excited, and he's starting to unbutton his jacket. And he looks over at this woman, and I'm gonna let Kuhnoodle describe this woman, which is Kuhnoodle's new character.
So I'm only 5'2" in real life, so I'm gonna live vicariously through her and make her like 5'7".
Whoa.
She's like your typical like bombshell type, noir type, classy. Like I picture her with like dark long hair. She's always like, her face is always makeup done, even if like she falls asleep for some reason, she wakes up and her makeup still looks flawless. She's that type of voluptuous. She's very just opposite of me, you know.
What's she wearing?
Right now, she's wearing just like leather pants, just like a black like tank top, a little sheer, but like it's like a halter. But she has black gloves on, and then she has some rope in her hand.
Does she have a whip?
No.
No whip. Got it. What kind of footwear does she have on?
Definitely heels that I can't walk in real life.
What color?
Black.
Black.
Her outfit will always be black, no matter what she's wearing. Black.
Is it it's a dress, right? Or
No,
no, leather
like,
pants. Leather pants.
Leather
yeah.
pants and like a
Right.
black halter shirt.
Nice. Okay.
Nothing too revealing, but like still slim fitting.
Very form fitting.
Yeah.
Great. So this man looks at you, and he goes, "Well, what did we say here? It was 5,000, right, for the whole night?" And he pulls out this like big wad of cash. Like, do you take cash or would you like a check?
That's fine.
Venmo?
You could just hand over that.
It's $5,000. Here you go.
Hand over the cash.
Would you like to
Take the
count it at
cash.
all?
No. I trust you.
So he walks
If
away.
not, I can get more.
While you have like look at the cash, he goes over to pop open a bottle of champagne. He's like, "Would you like some champagne tonight?"
No, thank you.
No,
I don't do this with alcohol.
Just straight to business. All right, very professional. All right. Well, I'm gonna have some champagne. So he pops it open and he just swigs out of the bottle.
Then she just looks at him and goes, lay on the bed.
All right. Yes, will do. So he lays on the bed. He's like, "Can I take my jacket off first?"
No, don't need to.
Okay. All right. Keeping the jacket on.
So she starts to tie his hands up to like the headboard.
Okay.
And then she stares at him straight in the eyes. And she goes, "You're going to listen to me. And you're going to tell me exactly what I want. And who is manipulating the votes for mayor?" And she starts kind of like caressing him, just kind of like caressing his like his face, like using like her long nails and kind of like using
That-
a little. Her eyes going like a daze, kind of like.
So does his, and he starts to seem a little dumbstruck and very numb. And he was kind of tense. Now he's very relaxed, and he goes, "That would be my subsidiary under the cover name Digital Productions. They are
Is that her?
housed in Wales, their headquarters, but they have a Chicago office, and they are not a digital productions. They mask themselves as a media company subsidiary, but they are not. They are here to help me win the next election for mayor."
And then who's the main one in charge?
That would be Sally Stonebrook.
Okay. And then so she gets like really close. Like it looks like she's about to like kiss him or something. And then she just starts whispering like what he wants to be going on tonight in his head, what he thinks is going to be going on, what he convinces himself has gone on. And then she gets him to like fall asleep. And then she unties him, takes her money and her things, and heads out.
You see,
and then she makes sure she charges like the room like a bunch of stupid shit. It's under
25 pizzas.
Yeah.
You see him, he wakes up and he just has a giant smile on his face, and he goes,
She does make sure she like roughs up his like clothing and stuff to like, yeah, but nothing happened.
So in his mind, he thinks that he just had the wildest, crazy night.
Whatever his fantasies are.
All of his sexual fantasies came true. All his dreams came true in his head, but not in real life. He is, he's very happy, even though nothing really actually happened for him. You come out of the room after making those orders to the room service. And where do you head to next? There is an elevator to the left and a hallway restroom to the right.
Well, I was gonna say she changed herself when she was in the room.
Oh, she already changed. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, she changes into just her casual black cocktail dress, like.
Gotcha. So do you head to the elevator?
Yeah.
Great.
And she heads to where the restaurant is.
All right. So.
Meet her friend.
Yeah. So.
Sorry, I can't take myself seriously. I have to say something weird at some point.
So you head to the Skydeck restaurant, and yes, you are in fact in the Sears Tower, Wilson Tower, and you head up there and
the Willis Tower.
The Willis Tower. What does it say? Wilson Tower.
You always say Wilson.
I always say Wilson. And the Willis.
Say Sears.
Willis. What you talking about? Willis Tower. Sears Tower. Sears Tower sounds cool. And you head up there, and it's this like extremely fancy restaurant, very high end. There are waiters and waitresses and just full suits and dresses, all black and white ties and shirts, and they are there to take your coat, take anything you need to hang up. And he goes, are you here to see Sir Jackson, Prince Kevin Jackson?
Yeah.
All right, well, right this way.
Just take me.
He's been expecting you. So they lead you to his table, and it's a table for two. And it seems to be a bottle of red wine on the table. And there's a couple glasses there, and you see Prince Kevin Jackson. He is in a very, I put the picture of his face in the Discord so you can see what he looks like, and he's wearing a very, very exquisite tailored slate gray suit with a burgundy tie, white shirt, and yeah, he is just looking extremely dapper. He gets up and he goes over to pull your trout. He's like, glad you can finally make it. Have a seat.
Hi, Kevy.
How are you tonight? How's business going?
I
you have a
got what you
client?
needed.
Really? How did that go?
I'm expecting payment first.
Coraline, you
know how this works.
Coraline, you know how I like to do business. Would you like some blood? He pours, because
She takes her glass.
fills up her glass.
You pretend she's enjoying herself, but clearly it's obvious that she's not. She's just like blah blah blah. Like this happens every time.
Yep. Cheers to dinner.
Takes her little sips.
And he takes his napkin out and he puts it on his.
You do have high-end
lap.
taste. I can say that.
I'd like to know. You know what? Well, let's do it your way. Would you like it digital or?
Yeah, just do it digitally. The sum is too high for me to carry right now.
So he snaps his finger, and then a waiter comes over with like a tin tray with a lid, and then pulls it out, and it's a iPhone. And he pulls out his iPhone, presses a few buttons. There. Deposited $10,000 into your bank account.
That should do for now.
Puts it on back in the tin. The waiter puts the lid back on and walks away.
And then she just leans over and she goes, "The name is Sally Stonebrook.
Sally Stonebrook.
She works for a media company, but they're not real.
What's the media company's called? What's the media
Digital
company?
Production.
Digital Productions. You know, I've heard of Digital Productions
They're
before.
manipulating the mayor election.
Digital Productions was a company that supposedly fell through in the 90s. They were making interactive movie video games, but they were taken to court by Congress. And I thought that they were no longer in business.
They are currently trying to manipulate the mayor election. Currently,
I see.
Blah
Posing-
blah blah. You know the stupid political bullshit.
Posing as something else, but pretending to be a...
They're
'cause
fucking with
it was a bit of a farce, right? They're posing as something else, but really tampering
The chump
with
is
the
in
mayoral
the
election.
room upstairs somewhere.
Is he alive?
Yeah, you know I don't kill unless I need to.
I just had to make sure. Did you feed from him?
Nah, I knew you would be offering better shit down here. I'm pretty sure he has coke in his system.
Yes. Yes, a family does tamper with some hard drugs, even harder than cocaine. Well, that's good. That's good to know. Sally Stonebrook. All right. We
He's the
met
one in
at
charge
a
of it
gala.
all.
We met at a gala at the annual event 2 months ago. I would never have guessed that she was actually pining against me. Well, that's good to know, Coraline. You've done very well. I do have to ask you a few questions, though. I need some more intel on a different, should I say, company, as they pose. There's a company that's been posting very suspicious, very dangerous media on the internet. They go by NightTrap. Have you heard of this company?
Yeah. They pop up by my ads.
What do you think of them? What do you think of their content?
I think it's silly nonsense.
You do know that the stories that they're posting are based off of real
see,
events and beings of our world.
I do know that. But picture this. If you were a human, someone who has no idea the occult exists, wouldn't you just find this silly and nonsensical? Like,
I would, but I did receive news from Milwaukee of a particular fledgling that forced her way to be turned without the permission of the Camarilla. It was from a band member or a singer, something of the sort. So there are some humans, mortals, that don't really have much lives and find us entertaining, cute. That's what I'm concerned with, Coraline. I'm concerned with anybody that might be threatening the Masquerade, especially if they're in my domain.
What would you like me to do?
I'd like you to get me intel on this. I'd like you to find whoever this NightTrap is. I believe that they're located somewhere in the Magnificent Mile, Streeterville, somewhere north of the Loop. I need to know that you know me, I don't like to just take something out right away. I'm not a barbarian. I need to know that they're conducting business properly, or if there's a way that they could change their ways, because I do know that they're
You want them to talk to you? If I can find them?
Maybe not right away, but I would like an audience with them, but I'd like for you to report back to me first.
Will do.
What do you want to do? Do you want to have them meet us both right here, or would you rather go get intel? I can sense I am irritating you. Would you like some more blood?
They're not my usual client type.
All right. We can meet them both at the same time if you'd like. Is that what you prefer, Coraline?
Yeah,
you are a partner.
They're not politicians. They're not.
No.
They're not. They run a
startup.
Social media.
They're a startup. Right.
What really malicious intent do they have?
Well, I don't sense malicious. What I sense is negligence.
And see if they talk to you, we can figure something out.
Stupidity. That's what I sense. I have something else that I want to bring to your attention.
Yes.
Supposedly there was a massacre that happened north in Wisconsin at a campground. The Second Inquisition had a bombing and killed many of the Camarilla and anarchs there.
How did that go on? Like, how did no one prevent that?
I don't know how no one prevented that, but
How'd that get passed?
I'm very concerned because it's very close to here. It's not my domain, but it's very close. It's Mark Decker's domain.
Then you should get a meeting with Mark Decker.
Can you get me a meeting with Mark Decker?
I can try. I do know a few of his colleagues.
I would like to know what you would prefer, because I do consider you a partner, even though all of our relationship is transactions. I still would like to know what your insight is on this, what your moves that you think you should take.
I think you should ally with him
Mark Decker?
against the Inquisition.
Of course.
You guys both have a shared enemy.
Of course, and Mark Decker is part of the Camarilla as well.
I think we should talk to these NightTrap people first. Figure out their intentions. Because from what I've heard, wasn't that part of the Wisconsin thing?
I believe that was connected, yes.
Yeah.
I believe Alexander Locke, he was the one who first arranged an outing at the campgrounds in Longfellow, Wisconsin.
So I think we should question these people.
Now, if we get an audience with the employees of NightTrap, and if we gather them all up in my throne room upstairs, what do you suggest? I'd like to know how you would like to contribute to that meeting.
You know I'm not here for violence.
I'm not asking for violence.
I can just sit there, be an associate, sense things, you know what I sense anything that's fishy going on. Maybe even have to befriend them if I have to.
All right. So you're more on the side of helping them work
I would
things
like
out
to, I
rather
think,
than
yeah.
obliterating them
Yeah.
like Mark Decker once.
You know I hate him.
That's why I'm not considering partnering with him. I hate his guts. And I don't like to use that language, but I hate
we can use him though.
his guts. Oh, he's very useful, but I prefer to steer clear of that
Well, if you need me to, I can.
barbarian as much as possible. All right. Well, then I will call a meeting with a group of employees, representatives from NightTrap to report here. I'm going to have my associates bring them in tonight. Can you meet me upstairs in 2 hours?
As long as you order me more of this wine right here.
Oh yes, the wine, sure. And he claps his hands.
Perfect blood type.
And their waiters bring up 4 uncorked bottles open, and they present them all to you, Beauty and the Beast style. Like
Everyone's dancing.
boop, 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 boop. As they're waiting for you to choose one.
I'll take that one and that one to go.
So one's A positive, one's AB, one's O negative.
I'll take the A positive because that's what I am.
That is my blood type too in real life. A positive. We could save each other's lives anyway. So they hand you the A positive blood bottle, and Prince Kevin Jackson just looks at you and goes, "All right. Well then, I think that's enough for tonight. I will see you upstairs in my throne room in 2 hours."
Works for me.
You have my number. Let me know if you need anything. I'll see you then. And he walks away. What does Coraline do?
She leans back on her chair, crosses her legs, and just sips her wine or her blood, and just looks through her phone, looks at her bank account, nods, counts the cash in her hand. It's definitely enough, and then she's good.
Nice. So we fade to black, and we cut back to Michigan Avenue in the Escalade. Calista, Daisy, Chaz, Aaron, you have just seen Dante swing through the air, and now is around different buildings now. With his hook shot.
Wastes no time. She bolts out of the car and heads straight for Alok's office.
Great. Aaron, Daisy, Chaz, what do you do? Are you staying in the Escalade?
I'm doing as I'm told, I think.
I think we probably
Calista
should.
Yeah.
I think Calista's got it.
Yeah, I think so too. I
Tony
trust
goes,
Calista with all my
Yeah,
heart.
she's got it, and I hide in the car.
Tony goes, yeah, she's got it. Where do I drive you guys? Somewhere safe?
The one.
Yes.
It's right under the green light, I think. It's
What?
Oh, the Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, the Dunkin'
That's
Donuts.
it. Yeah.
That's right. You just said that. Sorry.
it's open at an unusually late time. Too.
The closest Dunkin' Donuts is actually in the Loop. You want me to drive you? So that's the
Every
safe place.
corner in the city.
Yeah.
You wanna go to a Dunkin'?
Though.
It's the first thing I thought of in Chicago, honestly.
Oh wait, no. There's one in Streeterville. It's right by the Trump Tower. Yeah, I could bring you to that one.
Well, fuck. Okay.
That's probably the closest one.
Chaz is remembering. Oh yeah, that was where I drained that guy. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
let's go.
so Tony does a UE, goes straight over to the Dunkin' Donuts. It doesn't take you long to get there, and he pulls up to the Dunkin' Donuts. He's like, "Okay, here's Dunkin'. Looks like they're still open."
Hey Tony, do you have? I pat Chaz's shoulder and go, "Oh, shush you poor boy. Let's get you some Dunkin'." Tony, hey, do you happen to have any weapons?
I got the Swiss Army knife.
I'll take it. I just grab it.
Hold on. Let me look through my backpack real quick. I just want to make sure that
Oh yeah.
Calista didn't leave me anything. No, she did not leave me any weapons.
Tony
That's
would be
okay.
armed by default, but I did tell
Gotcha.
him to teach Aaron and Daisy
Right, he knows
firearms.
how to do stuff. He does not have anything on his sheets. So he that's okay if you didn't write it on the sheet. So you think he has at least a handgun on him, or he's armed to the teeth? Is that what you said?
Moderately armed.
Armed?
To the level that Kelly is.
Got it. Armed?
Okay, so he has a gun on him.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. So he has, let's say he has a Beretta that's like in his jacket, like in a holster. And he goes, he's, oh, actually, I got this, and he holds up a gun. I had Swiss Army knife that you have now that you took from me, and I have my gun,
Yeah, thank
my
you.
Beretta.
Yeah, we'll take that too, Tony.
What am I? I need a
Tony,
gun. I know how to use
park
it more
the
than you
car.
do.
Tony, park the car and.
Don't you need to know how to use a gun? That's what Callie told me.
Yeah. We'll go out back behind the Dunkin' Donuts.
I'm not
and
giving
can
this
show
to
us.
you if you don't know how to use it.
Okay. Well,
Tony.
can I have some pointers?
Aren't you just getting Dunkin' Donuts
We're hiding here.
at the Dunkin'? There's windows. You can see it, and there's nowhere to hide. It's just windows open, and it's open.
They're not gonna check this place.
Don't you need to hide somewhere else? Don't you guys have apartments?
Tony, why are you asking this now? You drove us all the way here.
You said
Yeah.
go to Dunkin' Donuts very assertively.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So where do you want?
Thank you dearly.
Does any of you live nearby? Like, do you want to go to one of your apartments?
Not.
No, Tony. We're going to get a donut, and to lie low. Can you
But where do you want? Where do you want to lie low?
park the car, Tony?
I got the hazards on.
Meet
Okay,
us-
there's nowhere to
meet
park.
us
We're in
inside.
Streeterville. I'm across the street from the Trump Tower. There's literally
Okay,
no
all right,
parking.
Let's go. Okay,
Go
let's
where?
Come on.
I need to know
Into
where.
Dunkin'.
I need to stay in the car. My blinkers are on.
Drop us off and circle the block, I guess.
Yeah,
All right,
we'll just
get out.
back.
Yeah.
So you guys get out of the Escalade. Daisy, do you get
Yeah,
out?
You.
Do you get out of the Escalade, Daisy?
Yeah, I do.
So
Yeah.
Tony,
I can't
Tony,
be with Tony for another second.
Tony peels out, and he's really frustrated. He goes across the bridge towards the loop, and now the three of you are at Dunkin' Donuts in the middle of the night, across the street from Trump Tower.
Great.
I kind of want to go in.
Yeah, I think we should go in. And I want to like sit by an outlet, and so I want to plug in my phone, and I want to use my my intense podcast researching skills and my knowledge of the dark web.
How do you get on the internet?
I'm gonna
VPN,
use-
VPN.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a VPN.
Okay, good idea.
DuckDuckGo. That's what I'm gonna use.
Good idea.
Heck
And
yeah.
Bing. I'm gonna-
And Bing,
Wanna
not
search?
Google. Got it.
No.
Dogpile.
Google.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna Bing black market weapons get immediately
.com.
and .com.
You see just a bunch of resource for just Indiana gun show shops.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna specify Chicago right now. .com. Enter.
Okay, cool. Even though this show is made for adults, this is not based off of any real intel, just so anybody knows. This is purely fictional, made it up.
Sounds like
that
it's about to
said-
be very real.
They said that the nearest location from where you're looking up is right by the kayak rental shop that's right by the river. So in the Chicago River, that's literally a block away from you. There's stairs that lead down to it near the Apple Store on Michigan Avenue. And you just walk down there, and there is literally a hidden gun store. That's like in the concrete like groove of the right by the Chicago River. So
I look to the others and I say, "Great news! We're gonna get some guns."
And then the employees at Dunkin' Donuts just hear you say that.
And then
It's just normal Chicago talk.
yeah, I'm gonna say at the gym.
I can say this. I'm from here.
Yeah.
And they look at you even further, and they come give you your bagel and your coffees.
I had an order of munchies too. The little guys.
Another person comes up, gives you your munchies.
I wipe some of the blood off of dripping down Chaz's neck.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
The blood drips down, and the employees see it, and they start to call. They start to use a telephone and start to dial something.
Oh,
and they're whispering. You can't hear them.
Can I make that stop? Just like
Yeah, let's get ahead of that.
You're gonna be fully healed in about 20 minutes.
In about 20 minutes, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just wiping it off, and then I'm just like, "Hey, why are you calling people? Stop it! Don't do that."
They take their phone, and they're employee of Dunkin', and they just walk out of the store.
Whoa!
They're staring at you. They look scared. They walk out of the store.
Hey, Skipper! And then I'm gonna run after them. Okay, I mean, can I would like to forcefully take the phone away from them.
How? Like, forcefully how? Do you want to just how? Describe how you're gonna do it.
I would like to go over and I would like to grab it from their phone/ear, and I would like to just hurl it.
Okay, just so you know, just so you're aware, there are a lot of like people walking around. It's the middle of the night. People are like bar hopping.
Okay.
It's downtown Chicago. It's near Streeter.
Okay.
It's in Streeterville. It's a
Okay.
kind of a hopping area, and so just so you know, there are people walking around.
I go, fine. We'll just go to Indiana right now, very loudly. And then I'd like to run over and we gotta go right now. Grab your donuts. Did you get the munchkins? Did you get the munchkins, Chaz?
I left 2 chocolates and 2 regular ones and 3 strawberry ones in case you guys wanted to.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I would love some.
That's so nice.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, we should go.
So do you go to the secret gun store?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a really quick walk. You get there. You go down the stone steps, and you're right by the river. So this guy comes out, and he's in a full suit, a full black tie, black shirt, black fitted suit, long straight black hair, beard, black beard, kind of lightish skin, and he goes, "Hello, would you like to buy some guns? I have lots of them. Would you like some?"
Yeah.
All right,
Absolutely.
then. Would you like some Italian guns, or German, or Californian?
Chaz is apprehensive.
You look angry, dude. What's up?
I want to roll for like investigation or
Sure.
yeah.
What do you try to do? You're investigating?
I just want to like see if I can't get a read on this guy to see if he's doing a con or something, because Chaz would know like where exactly to get guns and if this guy was legit or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like investigation and it would be, I guess, would it be technology or awareness, you think?
If you're searching for, like, are you trying to see if he is tapping you guys, or if he's just has a general non-threatening demeanor about him?
Not really worried about his demeanor. I'm more worried that we're gonna get scammed out of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For that, tech.
Tech. Okay, so awareness and tech.
Three successes.
3 successes. All right. And the dice pool's 6. Is that right?
Yes, that combined.
Gotcha. All right.
With your hunger.
Right. So 3 successes.
Okay. So you could tell that his items are legit. That he has Berettas. He has shotguns. He has lots. He doesn't have any bump stocks. But he does have one Uzi on display. And he has let's see what else. He also has lots of knives. And he has a couple of what he brings out is hilts. They're just hilts. They look like katana hilts.
Okay.
Well, he looks at UI and he's like, "Are you looking at my hilts, dude?"
He's talking to me.
Yeah, you dude. And he puts his hands out and he's like, "I'm talking to you. You want to look at these hilts? Do you want to see what they can do?"
Chaz is like, well, it kind of depends on what the hilt is attached to, if you get my drift.
Oh, I see. It's like this.
Yeah.
And he pulls out the hilt, and immediately a blade comes right out of it, a katana blade, and he swings it, and it comes really close to your throat. It actually singes off the t-shirt ascot. By the way, Aaron's still shirtless. The t-shirt ascot that was tied around Chaz's throat. And Chaz, you notice that your neck is now healed, but this t-shirt has been snipped off by the hilt that had a katana like come out of it like a lightsaber, but it's just a katana. He goes, "Check this out, dude. This is my switch katana. Do you like it?"
Chaz is like, "Oh, I'm better. I guess I was just doing that voice for fun."
Check it out. There's a button on here. I press it. He presses it, and it goes, and it goes straight back in the hilt. And he presses it. It's like, "Check this out." And it goes. It's literally like a switchblade, but it's a katana with the blade goes straight into the hilt and straight back out.
Chaz is wearing a poker face, but he is very impressed.
Yeah, we're gonna need. I don't have a poker face. We're gonna need those.
Okay, I have. Let's see here.
The spirit of Marceline is going, "Take the katana
Marceline.
for me."
That's like, you know how we wear crosses for Jesus? That'd be like if we wore a katana necklace for katanas for Marceline. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what killed her. Yeah, like the cross. Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly. Die with katana for our sins.
I have 10 of these. Would you like them?
Swordmonger, I have a question for you.
Yes.
What is the blade made out of?
Metal.
What kind of metal?
Steel.
Steel. So this might be a tall order. Do you have any silver?
I do not, dude.
Fuck.
That's all right.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, we
It's a lightsaber katana. We gotta take them.
Switch katana.
It is great. No, it's awesome. But like, I don't know. Do you have any leads on where we can find some silver?
Why do you need silver, dude?
I'm a silversmith.
A silver fox? You're a little young for that.
I'm older than I look, but thank you very much.
Guess my age.
I'd put you at like 24.
Thank you. I'm 58.
fuck?
Oh my
know,
god, dude!
Turned
you have some
59
facial
September.
reconstruction surgery.
Whoa.
No, I was born 1964. I turned 50. How old am I? 59 in September.
Shit.
60
Wow.
next year, dude.
You look a day out of grad school. Can I tell
I
you?
should have made myself born in
day.
1969.
Nice.
Missed opportunity.
Aw, man, I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
in myself.
All right.
You're saying like 18.
Yeah. So, all right. So,
Okay.
I like you guys a lot, but I do have more customers coming. So, I just want to like see if you all want to like, buy shit and go. No
Yeah,
offense.
we'll take. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna. I don't want to speak for everybody, but I think we'll all take one of those swords.
Switch
Yeah.
katanas.
Yes.
The switch katanas.
All
We'll
right.
grab one for Callie because I'm sure
Yeah.
she's gonna want one.
Each
Yeah.
switch-
She'd look really good with a katana.
Each switch katana is $5,000.
Okay. Money's
Okay.
no problem, right, Daisy?
Daisy?
Money is.
What's the...
Yeah.
Wait
Here-
a second, but...
Here's my Venmo. If you want to scan my QR bar,
Can I?
pulls out his phone.
Jim,
Can we pay in cash?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
accept cash too.
and
I
then
have some cash.
the plane overhead just drops a big...
Oh yeah, are you not from Chicago? There's like we have 2 airports here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're from Chicago. It's
Yeah.
You look surprised by the
Listen,
plane.
hey, guy. Can you give us a second? Just 1 second to huddle up.
All right, let's
All
huddle.
right.
Team huddle.
Okay.
Coterie.
So like here's kind of the. Is he gone? Can he hear us?
You can
Game
call
Master?
me. You can call me Charles. Actually, it's Chuck. I prefer Chuck.
Can
But my
Chuck
full-
hear us?
Full name Charles. I
Game
can hear you.
Master- Okay, no. Chuck, get out of here. We're huddling.
I have to stay at my shop.
Respect the huddle.
Go in the
Chuck.
corner.
All right,
Go
I'll
in
just
the corner.
I'll just
the
roll. I'll load my
huddle.
guns up. Okay.
Yeah, go clean
Sounds
your
good.
barrel. Yo, guys, wait. Game Master, how much did Alok give us in cash? Before
2,000 each, right? But Calista got 5,000.
If it's
I
not,
remember
if
that.
it's on your sheet, you got it.
Yeah.
If you don't have your sheet, you don't got it.
Hell.
Okay, we just
2,000
gotta,
each.
okay, we just gotta get out of here. We just gotta. I think we grab these swords and just get out of here.
Well, I want to buy mine.
So
Oh,
think
okay,
about
right.
so
I
think
can
about
buy
what you're gonna
mine.
do. Think about what you're gonna do
Yeah,
while you're
yeah.
huddling up, and while Chuck is loading and cleaning his guns. We're gonna cut back to the NightTrap office, which we haven't been at in a very long time. So we're there, and there are a few workers working in the office. Remember, their hours are night hours, and it's a few people in their cubicles. And the main elevator opens, and Calista walks through. Calista, you are now in the NightTrap office. What
Has
do you do?
Tony given me a list of casualties from the camp yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Just looking at the cubicles, do they appear emptier than usual?
Do they what?
Do they appear emptier than usual? I want to have a rough
yes.
estimate of how many people we lost.
So everybody that went to the camp are not back. So it is like if what happened didn't happen, the bombing at the camp didn't happen, this would still seem normal because everybody who left haven't been back yet. But yeah, so nobody who has left has returned yet.
And aside from the coterie and A-Log, who else left for the camp?
That was about 75% of the company.
75% of the company.
So it's
Jesus
a lot.
Christ.
It's a lot of names. Yeah.
Wowzers.
Kelly is her metaphorical vein is about to pop, but she heads straight for Alok's office.
Okay. It is locked, but you do have the key. Open it. Great.
Yeah.
So now it is open.
And I step inside and I close the door.
Okay. Close the door. His computer is on his desk, hooked up to his large monitor.
What does his office look like? Is it visible from the outside at all? Like, is it a glass wall? Because if it is,
there's
I'll
a curtain
drop the
though.
blinds.
Yeah, there's a curtain
I'll
blinds.
turn the curtain and I'll lock the door.
Okay, so the curtains are down. The windows are blocked. Do you turn the lights on?
Can I see without the lights?
Yeah, it'd be fine.
I'll just leave it dark for the time being.
Okay. So inside of his office, you do notice that he has like some toys. He has some footballs. The toys are of Pops, like Funko Pops from Star Wars. He has a few Spider-Mans. And he does have some like picture frames that have been turned around facing the wall. Like small, like little, like 5x8 picture frames, but you can't see what are in the pictures because they were turned around towards the wall.
Ellie goes to the frames and she kind of has a little peek.
All of them or just one?
All of them.
All of them. So there's about 7 of them. Every one of them has a picture of you, Calista, in it, smiling. One looks like you kind of remember of, it's like you at your desk. It looks like he just came up and took a picture of you and you were smiling. Another, other ones, it just looks like you had no idea these pictures were taken of you. And that he, took them and, put them in frames. 2 others are your, Facebook profile pictures that it looks like he just printed off and, one of them is a recent picture of you, and another one is a picture from you from about 10 years ago. So it looks like he did some deep creeping, and I framed it and printed those pictures out. But they are all of Calista.
Aww. Like, if Callie was a normal person, this would be creepy. But Callie is Callie, so she finds this super cute.
Yeah,
Like,
and he's foreign,
oh
so he's foreign. Was foreign.
Oh, and she kind of takes out the box of like Alok's ashes, and I'm just like, I wish I had more time with you. She kind of like puts the box back, but then she kind of puts the frames back down to the way that they were before.
Okay.
And she would like to survey the office.
Okay.
And see if there are any items noteworthy, or should I say, if Dante had been here, does it look like he took anything?
Well, before I have you do a check for that kind of investigation, you do notice that his laptop is hooked up to his monitor. It's plugged in. Looks like the way it was. It is locked. It's a MacBook Pro. It is locked right now with a password. And the monitor was on sleep mode. And yeah, so it's basically the power's still on there. There is Aliaksei. You can notice that he has gym clothes in his desk drawer on the right side. Some gym shoes, some sweaty clothes, some fresh clothes. And you also notice that there is a couple of handguns on the left, as well as some little like mason jars about yay big of blood that are sealed. Looks like it's fresh, but there are 4 little mason jars that are sealed, filled with blood. Looks like they were little snacks for him. Would you like to investigate further to see if Dante was there?
Definitely.
Okay, so for that, I'm going to ask for, let's see here, I'm pulling your sheet back up. Okay, so investigation, and I'm going to ask for investigation and just straight intelligence. So those 2 together. So if I'm correct on your sheet, C6, that's a dice pool of 6?
Yes.
Okay, dice pool 6. I'm gonna need a check of 3, difficulty of 3. Successes are better.
Ooh, 3 successes.
Great. You notice that he was very recently here.
Does it look like he took anything?
Yes.
What did he take?
For that, well, I'm gonna ask for one more check to see exactly what he took. So it's gonna be the same check, but for this, I'm gonna ask for 4 successes to look this much deeper. You know that it was him, and you know he was here. You know he took something, but you don't know what he took. This is to see what he took.
Oh my god, that's 4 successes in total. Not a single success more, but exactly what we need.
So you see that he took a deed. It was a whole portfolio, but it included a deed to the office building. So like the office itself, not the office building. The office building is John Hancock Tower. So the office itself, the whole floor, the deed, which technically belongs to you. And Dante took it. You are its legal inheritor, as it was stated earlier. So he took something that was not his. It was yours. He also took his birth certificate, Alok's birth certificate.
Both
As
his
well-
and Alok's birth certificates.
Not hit. It was just Alok's birth certificate. So it's Alok's birth certificate, the deed to the office, because Alok bought the whole office floor, and also he also took an external hard drive and a photo album. So
Cool.
Alok's birth certificate, the deed to the office floor, NightTrap office, an external hard drive, which for
How
that
much money do we want to bet that Dante is attempting to inherit Alok's?
he is next of kin. So
He
that's
is
a good
next of
guess.
kin.
That's a good guess. And a photo
So
album.
I saved Dante because he looked exactly like Alok, but now that I can see they're nothing alike, I am going to go over to Alok's laptop, and for the password, I'm going to make a wild guess. Is it Callie's birthday?
You can enter it. Do you enter it?
Yeah.
It is not that.
Is it Alok's birthday?
It is not that.
Okay. I am out of clues.
You no more guesses?
Can I make a wits and technology roll at all or any sort of like recollection rolls to see if I have any sort of other clues just from hanging out with Alok?
Are you trying to
Just
hack it,
from-
or are you trying to like remember your connection with him?
I think I'm going to remember my connections for the time being.
Okay. For that, yeah, it'll so yeah, this would be insight and just awareness, insight and awareness. So it's a dice pool of
Yep.
6, 7. Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah, for this you need a 3 successes.
Oh my goodness. That was 3 successes. What is with these rolls?
So you have the wild guess that and I'm discording you your thought in this.
Oof.
There you go.
Oh.
Oh wait, and you remember a little more on. Wait, yeah, you can try that if you want. But you gotta say it to everybody.
Callie would like to enter. Calista is my whole world.
You enter it, and it unlocks the desktop.
Oh. kind of like gives the box a little pat.
So now you have access to his desktop on his MacBook Pro.
I think just based off the knowledge that Kelly has of NightTrap as a company, she would like to go through his files and figure out who owns NightTrap behind the scenes. Is it A-Log? Is it now Kelly? Because are there like any hidden players in the picture? Mm-hmm. And then she'd also like to get an idea of what the true intention behind NightTrap is.
Okay. Well,
why does Mark Decker want to have the company destroyed so badly? Okay. It couldn't just be that it's a Masquerade breach, because there are a lot of things that are Masquerade breaches.
So as you're doing that, and I really recommend you write each of those questions down. You have the ability to find each one of those questions, the truth of those, within Aliaksei's computer. It is a MacBook Pro, remember, so you can take it with you if you need to. It's not like a PC. So write those questions down because someone approaches the door and knocks.
She closes the laptop, she unplugs it from the power source, and she is it possible for Callie to, because I'm not wearing a blazer right now, but Callie is, so would she be able to hide the laptop inside her blazer?
It would be visible, but you can at least cover it. Yes, it'd be visible. Something is under your coat, but your blazer, but it can be covered.
Yep, I'll cover it. And okay. Of the portfolios, the portfolio that Dante went through, aside from the deed of the office, are there other things in there?
Other than toys and pictures of you, no. Nothing to note other than dirty gym clothes. But he took the whole portfolio, like it was a whole like one of those like fanned, one of those like fanned like brown with a twisty portfolio. That's what he took. But yeah, he took that whole thing. But yeah, other than toys and pictures of you and sweaty clothes, nothing else to note. Clark.
All right. She gets the laptop and she heads for the door.
Okay. You open the door, right?
I open the curtain to see who is behind it.
Okay. It is a very tall, dark-skinned man with a suit on. A very nice, expensive suit on. Very shiny brown shoes.
Without opening the door, I smile at him.
Thin glasses on, too.
Yeah.
And he smiles back and he waves.
I say, "Good evening. Can I help you?"
Good evening. You are Calista, is that correct?
That's Miss Lyle to you, but yes.
My apologies, Miss Lyle. Your presence is being requested by the Prince of Chicago, Kevin Jackson, to report to the throne room at the Sears Tower in approximately 90 minutes.
Very well, thank you. Noted.
May I tell him that you will attend?
Yes, I'll be in attendance.
Thank you very much. We'll see you then. Just tell them your name and they'll let you in. So he walks away and he walks the elevator and he goes in it and it seems to go down. Fade to black. We're going to come right back to Daisy, Chaz, and Aaron buying swords and stuff at the river. Down by the river, buying some pea shooters and Sharpie Sharps.
It's Lake
oh my
Michigan,
god.
Yes.
All right. In our secret huddle, are we paying for these or are we?
I think we're
not.
I just had the idea of a group of new vampires just sitting there going, "How do we buy guns?"
I have my money.
Do you have
guys,
$5,000?
I have $2,000.
Here's something that I should have probably have mentioned before we
Yeah.
walked in. I haven't. Every gun that you've seen me carry or brandish, I didn't pay for.
Whoa.
Okay? I either copped it off of a body after a loot. Some were custom made, really nice.
And then you stole them?
Yeah, or they were heirlooms, right? Yeah. Some were just kind of found like treasure. Or as far as gun stores go,
Yeah.
this guy's kindred, isn't he?
You look over at him and he
Yeah.
blows kisses at you all like a group,
Aw.
but very appropriate, not
Okay.
skeezy at all. It's a very wholesome, I love the world type of kiss. Just look into Discord.
Oh, okay, all right.
Jury's out. Maybe he's just a really good 58-year-old guy.
You know what? This guy actually seems like such a good guy. He might, if we just ask nicely, maybe, and we tell him we'll pay him after,
Ooh. The
he'll
old
just let it.
Yeah.
The whole
He'll-
tell the truth and ask for a favor.
Why don't you go do that, Aaron? You try that out.
Are your backs turned to him? Right, you're huddled.
We're in a secret huddle.
we're like this. Yeah.
We're like this.
Okay.
Like
All right.
a 40
Tight.
team.
Okay,
right.
so
It's a tight huddle.
Chuck is selling something to someone else right now,
Is it
a different
katana?
customer. No, it's just a Beretta. So he does a quick exchange, like, "Thank you, dude. That was yeah. You're such a nice guy." And he goes, "Yeah, so are you." And then you hear a hook shot go off. And when you turn around, this figure flies up, and you can see it's Dante.
Dante,
Dante, you got a lot you got to talk about here.
So he's already he can't hear you.
Dante
He,
can't
fly,
hear us?
he flies off.
Oh,
he didn't seem to notice any of you.
Oh,
Oh,
he was
okay.
just being fucking
Oh, okay, okay.
Spider-Man, I guess.
He's
Okay.
buying a gun.
He's buying a.
He already bought it. Yeah.
He
and
already bought it. That was
Harry
quick.
bought it?
Yeah, he already bought it. Yeah, and he jettisoned off with his hook shot before he could see you, but you did see him.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Venmo, doesn't it take 3 days to go through?
Yeah,
So
it takes like 3 days. It could
So
bounce.
what if we-
You're right. Yeah.
yeah, so it could bounce tomorrow. And
yeah, but we'd
we'll
have
already
to
be
use a
gone.
VPN.
Hey,
Oh.
are you all? If you all don't know what you want, I'll be here tomorrow. I'm about ready to go home. I'm gonna close up shop. Did you like something? Not to
Yeah.
be pushy, I just I care a lot about the environment
No, Chuck.
and the hungry people of the world, and I just I don't think they'd like it if I'd work too hard.
You don't have to speak in code, bud. We know.
Chuck.
Yeah, we
get
do
it.
know.
We
But
know.
also listen up, my friend. We don't buy anything without testing it out first. So we don't do that.
Here, you don't have to talk me into it. Here, have a test. Here you go. And he hands one of the switch katanas to you. Just press that button.
I think what Daisy means to say is that we'd like to try it out for a couple hours. I mean,
Oh,
you gotta go.
no,
home, so maybe
no,
20
dude.
minutes.
Oh, man, okay.
No way, no. no.
Can I do a check? Is this guy is Chuck mortal? I think it's kindred. I think we can.
You already
assume
did that
it's,
check? Yeah. Or is he mortal or moral? Mortal?
Yeah.
Oh, you're trying to see
Yeah.
if he's kindred or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, you can try to see. This is going to, so I'm going to ask you to do a check. So this is going to be an investigation and investigation insight, and wits. No, investigation, insight. Just those two. I see you have a dice pool of, let's see here, 5 plus 4, 9. You need 8 successes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see. All right. All right. Okay. Here we go. Okay. We got 4 successes total, 1 critical. So I guess no dice.
So you don't know. Does anybody else want to try?
How about I just ask him a question?
Sure.
So how much for the Uzi?
The Uzi, $200.
That's just $200?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
okay,
let's
I'm
buy that.
definitely getting the
Oh,
Uzi.
we can take that.
Yeah.
How much is one katana?
$5,000.
$5,000.
For
So-
one?
So a regular katana is
I
$200.
thought that was for all 3.
Regular katana is $2,000. Or sorry,
Switch.
regular katana is $200. Any switch katana is $5,000 each.
Okay, so you have
2,000. 2,000, take it or leave it.
I'll leave it.
Wrong choice.
That's
Hey,
right, Daisy.
hey, man. So, what if? So, if I had that Uzi, then this makes what I have in my possession a little useless. So, he pulls out the bump stock. He's like, "You got one of these?"
I don't. That
Yeah.
looks so radical.
So,
Can I hold it?
No.
Well, like, here's the thing. I might be willing to sell this to you.
Or how about a trade?
We could trade. Yeah.
Can I hold it?
Could I hold the switch katana?
Yeah. You can just
Alright.
hold the one that's in her hand.
No, this one, I'm holding this one.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay. Yeah.
So can I hold the bump stock?
Sure.
This plan is
Yeah.
going great, guys.
Here's one of the switch katanas. So he holds it. He's like, oh, excellent. So he like points and does like cool moves with it.
Yeah.
He goes,
It's not
yeah,
attached to anything, so it's fine. Yeah,
I'll trade you one of those switch katanas for this.
No way.
Even
All
trade.
right. So, with that, can I get the Uzi? We can make a trade for the switch katana and
Right.
for the bump stock.
Right.
All right. So that would be $200 for that.
$200 for the Uzi. Even trade for one switch katana.
I can live with that. Yeah.
Anything else?
So yeah, I hand you $200.
Okay, so that's for the Uzi. Do you want anything
Yeah.
else? Here's the switch katana. Thanks
Switch
for the bump
katana.
stock.
Thank you. So
Do you have another Uzi?
Yeah, I have lots of them.
I'll take that. And then
Okay.
she slaps down $200 of cold
I would
hard
like one
cash.
too.
Here's
I
an
got the
Uzi for you.
cash.
Great. How about you,
I
sir?
want the Uzi.
He looks at Aaron.
I would like the
Okay.
Uzi.
All right,
And
here
I
you
would
go.
like
Here's
I
Uzi.
would like 500 rounds of ammo.
Okay. That's gonna be $500.
Perfect. I pay.
actually, yeah.
Are
I
you
forgot
sure?
about-
So you have this money, right? So make sure
Yeah,
you got.
yeah,
Okay.
I got-
Crafting
Make sure to mark it off your sheet.
diamonds
Make
is
sure-
the funniest thing ever.
I got $2,000.
We each have
Make sure.
two
Make sure to
grand, yeah.
mark it off your sheet. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we should get something for Calista too, shouldn't we? A little present.
You know what? We'll
That's a
just
good
take.
idea.
Okay, so you got a cool sword. I'll just take a regular katana, right? That's just $200.
Okay. Just so you know, dude, that like walking around with this in Chicago is pretty hard to like avoid looks.
Yeah,
That's why I
know,
invented the
Chuck,
switch katana.
That's
well,
why
that's what I
it's
wanted,
an
but I
umbrella.
don't-
It's an umbrella.
It's
Chuck, I
not.
don't
It's a
have the
sword.
money.
We pretend it's
Well,
not.
I know what you're talking about, but those are cool umbrellas. But this is just a sword. You're gonna get
Okay,
pulled
well-
over, dude. Unless
Okay,
like you could
well-
play that, you're going to like C2E2 or something.
Yeah, you could find them at Epcot. They're real cool.
You're gonna get arrested, dude. I don't know.
Okay,
I
well,
like this guy. He's really funny. He makes me laugh.
Well, let me. Okay. Well, here. I'm trying to
We
find
gotta
my-
wrap this up.
I know. I'm looking for my.
I
I'm
gotta
looking for
get
my-
out of this store.
The
looking for
same
my-
the same guy that you don't know, but the
Okay,
same guy that
can I
was
try
with,
something?
that went to Calista shows up and he he shows up to right by the bridge, right by the river shop, and he goes, "Excuse me all, but are the three of you Daisy, Chaz, and Aaron of NightTrap?"
Yeah, just 1 minute, man.
Did you call me ma'am or man? Because I am a man. I'm a man.
Yeah, just 1 minute. I would like to face
Aaron?
Chuck. I would like to use subterfuge.
Hey, Aaron. Hey, Aaron. Aaron.
Stacy.
Aaron.
Yes.
I think that we might want to figure out who this man is who knows all of our names.
He looks at
Aaron?
his watch. He goes, "I did a Google search and a LinkedIn search, and I found that the three most favorited employees, other than Calista and Marceline, were you three by Alexander Locke. He posted that he thought you all were his best friends, and so I figured you'd be the ones I'd contact on behalf of Prince Kevin Jackson of Chicago."
Holy shit.
Oh.
And he looks over at Chuck, and he nods at him, and Chuck nods back at him, and then he looks at you all.
I
and
knew
he goes,
it!
Chuck!
Of the Camarilla,
Family.
Prince of Chicago, of the Camarilla, he requests you all to appear in his presence in 30 minutes at the Sears Tower, also known as the Willis Tower.
Oh, 13 minutes. I'm
And
going to need like
30
$5,000.
minutes. 30 minutes.
30.
minutes.
Oh, okay.
Chaz turns to Chuck and says, "So, like, can I get silver on, like, back order?"
Dude, I don't sell silver, dude. I never. Are you? It looks over at the well-dressed, suited man, and he looks back over with glasses, and he looks back over at Chuck, and he nods. And he goes, "I never come across wolfies, bro."
Fuck. It's rough out there right now, just so you know. Yeah.
Can I give you all a tip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta answer this dude real soon.
Okay.
Okay.
And you gotta make your buys, and you gotta go on your business, because the prince is not someone that you want to upset.
Well,
Now that
okay.
we're like on the same level, can I borrow this katana thing for like a day?
Chuck, we're not leaving here without these cool katanas.
Can
Please,
I have,
come on, man.
can I have-
I'll come back tomorrow. I'll give
Can
you
I
the
have-
rest of my money.
can I have something from you in exchange?
Yeah.
Can I have a good
Yeah.
handshake? Can I have a good handshake?
Yeah. We can
Like
do
a
that.
like a good one, like a
I'm gonna
real
try my
good
best.
hearty handshake.
So Chaz looks him in the eye. He says, "You got it, man." He comes in for a
Whoa.
handshake right here.
Wait, are you borrowing the switch katana?
No, I was gonna give you a handshake.
I want it from her.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Daisy tries to emulate the kind of confidence that Chaz had when he was starting his handshake.
Hold on. I want two different kinds. I'm gonna alter my order. I want one where we grab each other's forearms and shake. I saw it on The Mandalorian, and the other one that Carl Weathers and Arnold Schwarzenegger did, where they clasp hands and they flex.
Daisy does both with him.
But with the Arnold one, you have to come in and say, "You son of a bitch,"
You
at me.
son of a bitch.
So they clasp and they flex. And he goes, "All right, here's your switch katana. You know what?" And he looks at you and he goes, "You know, I've been hearing some shit's been going down with NightTrap, and I want you all to do well. So I'm going to give you this. Don't come back with it.
Thank you.
Chuck, thanks for coming to your senses.
If you see Alok, tell him I said hi.
Hey, Locke.
Tell him, if you see Alok around, tell him I said hi, and we need to get a beer together soon."
And
All right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we will.
Chaz looks at him. He does this handshake, and then bump, and then like that. and they just both instinctively know how to do it.
Great.
Yeah.
So the man with glasses looks at his watch. He looks really irritated. He goes, "May I tell the prince that you report to him in 30 minutes? Now 28 minutes.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
We'll be there.
Yes,
Report to the Sears
we
Tower
will.
in less than 30 minutes. Tell him your names. You will be led up to the throne room. Goodbye." So he walks away and just blinks out of sight. Okay, so do you all go? Make sure and write stuff that you guys got down on your sheets. Make sure to deduct your dollars down as well. Do you all decide to go to the Sears Tower?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you go there. Calista, are you planning on going as well?
I definitely am going, but before I go, because I had 1.5 hours, A, I'm going to feed, and then B, I'm absolutely going through that laptop. Because background information on the company I own is absolutely crucial to the parlay.
So you
I'm
also
not
have
going in blind.
a laptop messenger bag in your office. Do you want to bring that? Did you bring that with you to put the laptop in?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Because last time we left, you didn't leave the office yet. You had access to your office as well.
Yeah.
It's like a black leather laptop messenger
Yeah.
bag. Okay, great. So you have that in the bag. And you also had a backpack as well. Which one did you want to take?
Oh, I'll take the backpack.
Okay. So you take the backpack, you have it on your shoulders. You fed, you make your way all the way to the Sears Tower as well. How did you make it there? Did you call Tony up or did you just take an Uber?
I will call Tony.
Okay. Tony.
And on our way there, I'm going to ask him to look for Miranda.
Okay. So on the way there?
Yeah, on the way there.
Okay. So he gets you in the car, in the Escalade, starts driving. He goes, ma'am, where should I look for Miranda? Last time I knew she's in her apartment. I can go to her apartment if you want me to do that. But that's it's a little more north of here. Do you want me to go there? That's a little out of the way from the Sears Tower.
Yes, drop me off at the CS Tower and then go look for Miranda.
Okay. I think she's just at her apartment hanging out. So I'll just go
But
there
your
after I drop you
safety,
off.
remember, your safety is the most important right now.
Mine more
If
than
you-
Miranda?
No, you're both important to me, but
okay.
just in case someone has gotten to Miri, I want you to stay safe.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man.
I'm
Yeah.
not losing any more friends.
Absolutely. Well, I figured we'd just lay low. You know, unless you want them all your friends to come back and learn how to use a gun, I can show them that. But I'll just hang out at Miri's apartment with her. Is that okay with you?
If Miranda is okay and you've checked up on her, I'd like you to return to me.
Oh, okay,
And
sure.
I like you both to return to me.
Okay, yeah, definitely, for sure.
These nights are not very safe right now, and I want you where I can see you.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna go drop you off. By the way, your friends are what's the word? They're pretty frustrating, silly, fun, but
Total idiots?
squirmy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Total idiots? Yeah.
Like I like them, but boy, they're like squirmy idiot friends. But
God.
they're really friendly at the same time.
Tony.
I don't mean to talk too much shit, but they're like nice, but it's like I want to shake them. But also it's like I want to be your friend, but that's my feelings. That's
You
Tony.
can see that Callie has her hand on the glove compartment, and the plastic is starting to bend a little.
The burdens
Thank you,
of
my
being
dear.
a boss.
Tony, I understand.
All right. Well, here, I'll drive you back to your to Sears Tower. So he drives you all the way to Sears Tower. Daisy, Chaz, Aaron, you all arrive around the same time that Calista does. That Tony pulls up, and the Escalade pulls up, you're in front of the Sears Tower. Calista gets out of the car, and then Tony drives off, and then the four of you are outside.
Calista.
Calista, we got something for you.
Yeah.
You're gonna be really
What
proud.
is it?
We worked really, really, really hard to get this. I can't wait to see what you did, because we got something pretty awesome.
Weren't you supposed to lay low?
Yeah, it's also weird why they're there, because you were not expecting.
Yeah.
We were summoned.
Yes, so was I.
Yeah.
By the prince.
So we, first of all, thank you again for saving my life, my second life. I'm completely healed now. And I think there are 2 munchkins left for you. There's a chocolate and a strawberry. Would you like them?
Chaz, we are kindred. We don't eat.
It's just like, you know.
Make you feel alive sometimes.
It's sort of
you
like
know?
Kind of like
whiffs and stuff, but like also
Whiffs and sniffs.
we got you.
The vein on her head is just like.
This will come in handy. And then we hand her the hilt.
She kind of takes it and then clicks something, and then by accident the blade just pops out. I'm like,
It goes
should've warned you.
super close to Chaz's throat.
Oh, that was my
Oh.
fault, guys. My fault. I should have
God,
warned
you
you.
gotta
area.
warn people
God.
what you're handing them. It's like holding
I know.
scissors the wrong way.
I know. It's my fault. Okay. But
and may I suggest you clean up before our meeting with the prince?
yeah, that might be a good
And
idea.
depends on what his security measures are, we may not be allowed to be armed.
Yeah, Aaron, you need to put on a shirt, man.
Still
I
naked.
know. Oh yeah.
So the well-dressed man, again, also I forgot to mention that he's bald. Bald, well-dressed man in glasses comes down out of the doors of the Sears Tower. He goes, "Excuse me, I thought that you might be needing this." And he has a like a suit jacket with a white shirt and a black tie, and he hands it to Aaron. He goes,
Oh,
44 long, is that correct?
why precisely? And thank you. And I would like to put it on, and but I leave like 2 buttons unbuttoned at the top.
With the tie. Like
With the
kind of
tie.
he
Yeah,
goes,
yeah.
he goes, let me do that. And he like buttons you up and he fixes your tie. There you go. And he kind of
Thanks, Dad.
like brushes your hair a little bit out of your face.
Oh.
And he takes your stocking cap off, and he just kind of folds it, and he just throws it off to the side. And he goes, "All right. The prince is expecting you all. Ma'am, I would He points at your full-length katana that you're holding, Calista. I would. There are no weapons allowed in the throne room. Someone might see you holding a full-length sword
Kind of pew.
on the street of Chicago. It's all right. That's better.
That was our fault, sir. That was our katana.
You will be able to drop your weapons off at the security door, and you'll be able to get them on your way out. So, right this way. Do you follow him inside the Wilson Tower, Sears Tower?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
So he goes in, and you don't go to the main security. You go to the right. You go to the right, and there's a separate security guard there, and he has you go through a security detector. And do you all go through it?
Yep.
So you all just all of it,
Oh, yeah,
just
all the-
like yeah.
Like, yeah.
The
and
weapons.
he goes,
right?
hey, can I have you just like take off, any keys, belts, it might be some pocket change that let it off. If you want to open your jackets, can I just Now you'll be able to get your stuff back on the way out. You just put it all on this tray.
Is that Prince Jackson's security guard, or is it just the office, the tower's security?
Are you asking the bald man with glasses, or are you asking me as a storyteller?
I'm
Storyteller.
asking the bald man with glasses.
And he looks. He goes, "Ma'am, yes, this is Prince Jackson's security route."
Okay.
All right, I put on the tray my handgun and also my my Swiss Army knife and my hilt katana. So I am
the switch
truly
katana, yeah.
unarmed. Yeah.
Okay.
I am
Great.
truly unarmed.
They
in
don't
every
look
sense of the word.
surprised at all. Aaron, Daisy, Chaz, do you empty
Yeah.
your weapons, your pieces?
Okay, so now that we know we're all on the level, Chaz starts disarming himself. He puts the newly bought Uzi with the ammo and everything. He takes the 2 Bowie knives with the dried blood, the dried werewolf blood on the side there, and I forgot I put this on here. The 1 grenade he puts in there too. Yeah. So that's it.
All right, Daisy, Aaron, do you do the same thing?
I put my my pistol, my Uzi, and my katana down.
Yeah, I very
That's all I have.
haphazardly just kind of toss the things, including my guns, onto the tray.
Whoa, man! There's a grenade there. Watch out.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I make sure the pin is all fine.
All right. He goes, all right. And Daisy, you got all your stuff, right? Oh, you got everything?
Yeah, I think she did.
Daisy? Oh,
I did.
okay, cool. Just make sure. All right. So the bald man calls. He goes, by the way, thank you all for being so professional about that. You can call me Sam. You may call me Sam. I'm here to help you up, as you know, to Prince Kevin's throne room. I will say one thing is that you may all keep your cell phones on you and any digital devices that you have, but I ask that you put them all on airplane mode for the time being. Once we ship to the throne room, you may take the airplane off as long as you connect to Prince Kevin's Wi-Fi. Once you're in the room, there's no password needed, but there's a protected VPN and firewall there to protect from any sort of digital siphoning of the Second Inquisition. So you are safe once we reach up there, but until we reach the throne room, keep it on airplane mode, please.
Okay.
All right. I'll remind you when we are safe to turn it off airplane mode. All right, right this way. So he leads you to a extremely fancy elevator. It looks like it's just made of gold, like solid gold, with mirrors on the inside. It just like, and it smells like hickory smoke and potpourri. Like what the best sense of fall that you can see, that you could smell. And it's like also just like incredibly well temperatured as well. It's just like very pleasant to be in this elevator, and it goes up rather fast, just because you're going up to literally like near the tippy top of the Sears Tower, which is the tallest skyscraper in Chicago. You go all the way up, and Sam is just standing very solemnly and looking at all of you, and you know, he doesn't look bored, but he doesn't look like overly stimulated either. It's just, and you see the floors go all the way up to the top floor where it says TR, and it rings, and the doors open, and you see this extremely elegant, beautiful, like cathedral looking room, but it is all matte black, like marble black floors with a matte black like carpet leading to the throne, a matte black throne, black cushions that are pinstriped, and sitting in the throne is Prince Kevin Jackson, and standing beside him is someone you've never seen before. this is a very new person. It is on the player side of things. It is Coraline, played by Kuhnoodle, standing right next to Kevin Jackson.
She's filing her nails.
And
like, uncaring, like leaning against the throne too. Like she doesn't like stand next to it. Like she doesn't respect it to an extent. Like she's just kind of leaning against it, filing her nails.
And Kevin Jackson, he's sitting with his legs crossed, and he's kind of twiddling a cane with a silver top on it, and a black cane with a silver top. He goes, "Come in!" And Sam looks at all you, goes, "You may put all of your phones off of airplane mode and connect to the Wi-Fi. I advise you to do this before you approach him. He does not like it when people have their phones out while he's speaking to them. Be sure to nod. Only speak when spoken to. Give him the utmost respect." And he looks at Calista and goes, "I believe you seem like you have the most experience. It would be probably best if you lead the way and everybody else follows suit with Calista here." Is that understood?
That's probably for the best.
Yeah.
Thank you all for coming here. I'm going to head back downstairs, but you are in good hands. Just be on your utmost best behavior and show the prince the best of respect. Good day, good night, and see you soon. So he leaves, gets an elevator. You're welcome. It looks great on you. And he presses the button and the doors close. And he goes, and then you hear from Prince Kevin, "Come in, come forward." And in this cathedral room, it just looks like you're in another world. Does not look like it's in the Sears Tower. There's also like matte black curtains that are draping from the middle to the sides, and there's like matte black pillars on your way as you're walking towards the throne room. It's just this like extremely gothic, but like gothic elegant room that you're walking down the aisle.
I approve of his taste in architecture.
Come in, come here, come forth, come. We don't have all night.
I connect to his Wi-Fi and I lead the way.
I am addressing NightTrap. Is that right?
Yes, the NightTrap coterie. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, and who may I have the pleasure of speaking to tonight?
My name is Calista Vile, and I am the current CEO of NightTrap.
Calista Vile. So happy to make your acquaintance. And who do you have here with you?
Likewise. Behind me, we have Daisy Wrath, Aaron Archelius, and Chaz. Oh my goodness, what is his last name? And Chaz Darling.
That's right. Thank you.
I assume that's short for Charles.
That was my former persona.
Mm.
I think Chaz is more fitting now.
Excuse the formalities. I come from humble beginnings. I don't know if you know this or not, but it gets in your habits, and it's almost like I'm on autopilot sometimes. But I knew all your names going in here. I just wanted to hear you be properly introduced by your new CEO here. I know, Chaz, that you were returned last fall, was it? I know that you returned in a photo booth at the Holiday Club. Is that correct?
Yes.
Without the permission of the Camarilla.
I was not really given a choice.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, it does not matter, but that's not why we're here tonight talking. And I do know that you were also turned by the same kindred as this one right here, Daisy. Is that correct? And it was only a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel tonight?
Oh, good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm well fed. I'm in my throne room. I have great company. By the way, this is Coraline.
Hello.
Ellie nods.
Hi.
Looks at them and just goes back to filing her nails.
I'm familiar with that.
What?
No.
Filing.
Kevin looks at you like, what?
I don't know. It's
We
just
all look at you like, what?
yeah.
You know, I don't like awkward silences. And he claps. And you start to hear like gentle, like gothic organ music playing. You have no idea where it's coming from, but it echoes through. It's very, it goes with the mood. It doesn't like, it's not jarring at all. It's actually almost soothing.
Coraline just sighs and goes, not again.
Not again. Coraline has her own taste, her own style of unlife, but I do need her in my business here in Chicago. You see, I dreamed one day of making Chicago the crown jewel of all of North America within kindred society, within the
A
Camarilla.
very noble intention.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I see that you have your own ambitions as well. Would you like to explain them to me? Would you like to care to describe them to me? I think this is speed dating.
My predecessor, Alexander Locke, made some questionable decisions while he was CEO of NightTrap. But now that it belongs to me, I would like to preserve the company and take it to new heights.
In what way? In the way that he set the company up to begin with? Would you like to reorganize it with new methods of intention and business strategies?
Callie asking the storyteller now on Alok's laptop exactly what was NightTrap's intention.
You didn't get a chance to look at that just yet.
Oh, she absolutely would have looked at it on the way here.
The only way I can think of that you could have is if you used hotspot, because it was disconnected from the Wi-Fi. I could buy that. Yeah, if Calista used hotspot like internet. Do you think she did that?
Not with an unsecure network.
That's the only way that you'd be able to connect to the internet, because it wasn't saved on the hard drive itself. It was saved in his personal cloud, which you also had the password to. It's the same password for everything. Calista is my whole world. But you'd still had to have a secure internet connection. That's the only reason why I said that you wouldn't have been able to, since you were interrupted by Sam.
Oh, that is so annoying. But, alright, I will choose not to look at it. I'll wait until I get back to the building.
Okay. And he looks at you. Kevin sees that you're a little, like, discontent. Is there something the matter?
Well, sir, I don't know if you have been informed. However, we were under the judgment of Prince Decker from Milwaukee, and he has ordered...
Son of a bitch. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Quite. He executed my predecessor under unjust and unfair terms, and then ordered us, people who are not under his direct jurisdiction, to dismantle a company on domain that does not belong to him. He wishes for us to dismantle NightTrap, a company that is based in Chicago, and ever since leaving Milwaukee, he has been sending brainwashed lupine and hunters after us, blatantly disregarding borders and all boundaries. So no, I have not had the chance to comb through the company as thoroughly as I would have liked. And given more time, I think I will be able to answer your question to a more satisfying detail.
One moment. And he claps his hands. And a man, seems to be a waiter comes literally out of the black shadow, out of darkness, with a platter with 6 glasses of blood. And he looks at all of you, he's like, and he pulls out, he's like, thank you, Edgar. Would y'all like a refill? You all look parched.
Daisy takes it.
Thanks, Edgar.
You and
Coraline, here's yours. Do you take yours, Coraline?
She smells it.
Oh,
like-
oh, Coraline.
You couldn't have gotten me the other stuff.
Edgar, the other stuff, please. Edgar
Thank you.
just literally walks into a black abyss behind the throne. It's just like a heavy shadow behind, like a parallel line behind the throne. He looks at Calista. All right, now that we've had some refreshments, I want to know if you'd like to use my Wi-Fi, my secured network.
Ooh.
Yes, sir. That would be
Yes.
most helpful.
May I finish talking to you all before you pull out your device to do whatever work that you may need to do with my secured Wi-Fi network?
Of course.
Great. Well, you will have plenty of time to look whatever you need to look up. You are on safe territory. We are well protected here. I hope you know that I know what you know. I know that you lost your friend tonight. I know that she was murdered. I was fed this intel.
You seem like a dumbass.
I seem like a dumbass?
No, she seemed like a dumbass.
Oh, well, I don't want to be mean. If you say so. I don't know what her friends here would say. Is Coraline out of line? Or is
She was not a dumbass.
Yes, she's very out of line. What did Chaz end up doing with her ashes? He was like holding it, and we just kind of forgot about the ashes.
I think.
I think Calista grabbed her ashes.
Oh wait, no.
Oh, but like,
Calista had
were you
Aliaksei
holding it the
ashes.
whole
Okay.
time?
I gave the box to Chaz.
That's right. It's in my
Chaz?
possession. Yeah, I have the
lost
box. No, I
Where
have
did
it.
you put it down?
I have it. I have it. It's on my person. It's not a weapon, so it got through the security. It's with me. So like, Chaz is like clutching it, just like, yeah, she's out of line.
You know, it's really hard when we lose friends and loved ones. I understand. Even though we may be kindred in life, it still hurts when we lose those that are closest to us. I have to note that Chaz, Daisy, it is still a problem that you were turned without the permission of the Camarilla, even though it was not your fault. It is still a heavy problem within the Camarilla and Kindred Society. That is not what we're discussing tonight, though, but you have to know that is an issue. The person, your sire that turned you, she has expired tonight. Which means the targeting is coming there will be coming after you, the two of you.
At this point, Callie would like to turn to Chaz and Daisy and mouth the words, "Pledge Alliance." And then she turns back.
Kevin Jackson just kind of looks at the two of you and goes,
Aaron coughs.
and he looks back at Calista like, what the fuck?
Calista inhales very deeply. She turns around quicker this time and literally says, "Pledge Alliance."
Oh, right now. We're gonna-
Yes, now.
Okay, all right.
Coraline's standing next to him. She's eating Korean snacks by the throne
Yeah.
with headphones on.
Didn't think we.
They're
could do
really
that.
good.
Um,
They're puffed rice cakes.
um,
Cinnamon
Prin-
on 'em.
Prince Jackson, I think, it is time to pledge alliance.
Well then, bend the knee.
Daisy bends the knee.
Yeah, Chaz also kneels.
Aaron puts his hand over his heart.
Oh, Aaron.
Well, please say the words to me as your Prince, Kevin Jackson of Chicago.
As your prince, Kevin Jackson.
Jackson of Chicago.
As you may say, my prince.
My prince.
As my prince, Kevin Jackson of Chicago.
Coraline very obviously rolls her eyes at like the my prince part because like obviously she doesn't care, like respect him or anything, but with the colleagues, she's like.
Okay.
Now say I pledge my alliance.
I pledge
my alliance.
And he looks at Coraline. Coraline. He kind of rolls his eyes. He goes, "All right, stand up."
You really had to make them do that?
It's formalities. Now, on to my next question. What of the Daywalker Dante?
Okay.
So I have questions concerning the Daywalker Dante.
Mm-hmm.
To our knowledge, he is the cousin of Alexander Locke. However, we are not sure why he is being wanted by Prince Decker of Milwaukee, because as far as his judgment went of the unorthodox siring of Daisy and Chaz, that was ended with the execution of Alexander Locke. While he is prince, he has the authority to call a bloodhound on any kindred within his domain. Dante is no longer in his domain, and I am curious as to why Dante is being wanted by Prince Decker under such circumstances.
Well, I do know a lot, but I cannot tell you exactly why, other than my estimations that Dante is notorious for causing a lot of trouble, not only within kindred society, but also within the Lupine and the Second Inquisition. The Daywalker Dante is known to obliterate members of all factions. He is someone that we call a floater. We cannot tell his alliance, only that he chooses as he wills from time to time on who he sides with. So he's really a nuisance to everyone. He really just goes on his own whim. Now, I'm not as bothered by him as Mark Decker, but I can tell you that he does cause a lot of problems for me here in my domain. And I need to know where he is.
Last we saw of him, which is earlier tonight, he was on the rooftop of the Drake Hotel. However, he is no longer there.
And
That is the last time you saw him?
a little
Yes.
more recently,
Oh,
we saw him right outside of where your associate came to collect us.
yes, that is an excellent point. By
Where was that?
chance,
Yeah.
Where was
the
that?
NightTrap building. And he also might have stolen something that belongs to me.
Like what?
The deeds to the NightTrap building.
Is that it?
And other items of interest, such as a hard drive, family albums,
Yeah.
photo album. Yep, these to the office, and Alexander Locke's birth certificate.
We've seen him with a hook shot, I believe, kind of like swinging around.
Yes.
Mhm.
I know
Does he think he's Spider-Man?
Yeah.
No, he thinks he's Link from Legend of Zelda,
Ah.
the Ocarina of Time.
That one.
A Nintendo 64 game. Well, let me add something to your knowledge, is that I must correct you that Dante is not the cousin of Alexander Locke. He is his younger.
Me.
He is his younger brother.
Never mind.
Uh-oh.
He was not raised by the same parents. He was raised by his aunt and uncle. But he is, in fact, his younger brother that both were embraced later in their lives. Calista, your phone starts to ring.
So I'm getting he's a liar.
My apologies, sir. I have a look at the number that's calling me.
Go ahead. By the way, an Edgar comes around and goes, "Yes, sir, I brought you the other stuff for Coraline." "Oh, yes, thank you. This Coraline, the other stuff for you."
Took too long. Thank you.
"Thank you, Edgar. That'll be it." Edgar disappears into the shadows again. And he looks a little concerningly at Calista. "Calista, where do you go to answer the phone?"
I haven't answered. I'll take a look at who is calling me.
"It's Miranda."
I step slightly off to the side and I go, "Miri, this is not a good time."
So she gets on the phone and she's like, "Golly.
Miri, where are you?
Kelly, they came for us. I got out as soon as I could, but I had to go. But they got."
Calm down. Miri, calm down. What happened? Miranda, calm down.
They killed her. They killed Tony. They came to my apartment, and Tony got me out of there. But I slipped back, and they cut his head off.
Where are you right now?
I don't know. I'm coming to you. I'm coming to the office.
You're at the office?
No, I'm on my way. I'll be there really soon. I'm in an Uber. I'll be there in like 5 minutes. I gotta go.
Okay, go to my office.
She hangs up. And that's where we'll end the session for tonight.
Poor Tony.
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 Hey, Tony.
Tony is dead.
Hopefully it wasn't because I took his gun.
Yeah, you were very nice.
Didn't even train us.
Nope. You made some other friends, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, poor Tony.
Poor Tony.
But Miranda's still alive. Hopefully she can fill you in.
That is very suspicious. Number one, where has she been this whole time? Number two, the second I send Tony to look for him, he gets killed. And number three,
Miranda's
do I
apartment.
trust? Sorry, who?
At Miranda's apartment, yeah.
At Miranda's apartment. But because Callie has very close relationships with her ghouls, and they're literally her ghouls, so they're blood bound to her. So they cannot actually physically act in her disinterest.
Yep.
So
that narrows it down a bit.
My guess is on Sanderson. I am going to skin that fucker the first chance I get. He's going to die in a very painful, very horrible way. And he is going to die first.
Let me seduce him into that.
On that note, let's go ahead and do some outros. Thanks, everybody, for watching this latest episode of Journey Punk's Vamp Camp, a Vampire the Masquerade chronicle set in Chicago by night. I am your storyteller, also game master of Journey Punks, Gierhart. You can follow me at Twitter and Instagram at Gierhart right down here DASHGIERHART. And stay tuned for more episodes. And please be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps the algorithms. And moving on to outros, let's go with Kuhnoodle.
Hi, I'm Kuhnoodle. You've now met my new character, Coraline, also known as Cora. And maybe if you pay her enough money, call her mistress, just usual. You can find me at Kuhnoodle Art on Instagram or Kuhnoodle on Twitter and Twitch. And right now on Twitch, I've been streaming to raise money for the month of May for St. Jude's. And right now we've reached our 100 goal, which now I have to cosplay as Power on stream tomorrow. I mean, I don't know when this is posted, but it'll be tomorrow, my time. So
Power. I always go back and rewatch the Taste of a Kiss episode a lot. It's just like it's a fun party episode, and it's really funny when she pukes in his mouth. I think it's funny. I love that whole show. I need to read a manga. I know someone else has read the whole manga, and that's Evie. Evie, would you like to do your outro?
Yes. So Reds and Asa supremacy, okay? War Devil Asa and also Bomb Devil Red's supremacy. They're the best characters. No, I do not take criticism. And with that firmly in mind, my name is Evie, and I've been playing a very, very unsatisfied and upset Calista Vile, who is the newly minted CEO of NightTrap.
Indeed.
And
where can we follow you?
Oh, you can follow me on Woodland Evie at Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok.
Yeah, awesome. And moving on to Clark.
Hello, I have been playing Aaron Achilles, who just got a very exciting new sword and worked very hard to get it. Yeah, you can follow me I'm mostly on Instagram at Clark _bar_ I do some live comedy stuff and improv and sketch comedy, so check it out.
Awesome. Excellent. And moving on to Lizzy.
Hi, I'm Lizzy. I play Daisy Wrath, who is a newish vampire who's just starting to find her voice of defiance. If you want to follow any of my comedy stuff, you can find me on Instagram as Radiator Burn.
Yeah, awesome. And last but not least, Jay.
Hey, I'm Jay. At Kistler J on Twitter, J with 9 A's on Instagram, and I'm doing a play. We just did a weekend of it. Got another weekend coming up Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Crane Theater in Minneapolis. It's real short and sweet, and I made the blood for it. Yeah, it's just. So, and I act and get blood on me if you're into that stuff. Horror stuff, which I am.
Yeah, I think all of us are a little bit, at least, yeah.
A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Getting blood on you at a show. It's a regular Guar concert. Guar show. Sorry, Jay. Excellent. Yeah, go see Jay's show. Awesome. Cool. And great. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching this episode. And we only got a few left. We're going to see how this concludes soon. So we appreciate you watching us, listening to us. And please like and subscribe. And we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Oh, well, guess we're gonna waste another Friday.